Hola, mi llamo Rector. La revolución industrial impactó el trenches. La revolución industrial número dos. La militan está advanced. There are a lot of reasons why we no longer use trenches in wars. A couple are advancement in technology, environmental impact, and disease. Disease is a big one. In World War I, when trenches were used, a big disease was trench foot, followed by cholera and trench fever. Another thing was the living conditions inside the trenches. The trenches looked like this. You'd have about 10 to 15 guys in one little bunker where they would sleep when they had a chance to sleep. And the trenches were anywhere from 1 to 10 miles long and 4 to 5 feet deep. So they would collect water pretty easily. So they would stand in that water, and that's a big reason for the disease of trench foot and cholera. Here's what the trench foot looked like. Basically what happened was they would be standing in the water and their boots would get soaked and their socks would get soaked. So the socks would stay wet because it was pretty moist. So their feet would get all wrinkly and scrunched up, so they would crack eventually. And it was really easy for disease to get into their foot. And the waters were very infectious due to when someone, say, got shot, they would be bleeding in the water because there's no way to clean the water, it's just muddy and gross. So it would get into your foot and start eating it. And about 80,000 people died from trench foot, and another 80,000 lived with consequences like this. Another reason why we no longer use trenches is advancement in technology, such as airplanes, aerial bombs, guns, and military transportation. Airplanes could just, I guess, go down and shoot the trenches, which would not be good. Bombs, same thing. The only guns that were really in World War I were machine guns and like bolt action guns with just single shot. Now we have way more advanced guns and things like tanks. So there's really no need for trenches. And then the environmental impact on trenches, it ruined a lot of grasslands. So this used to all be flat. There was no holes or big divots. This is an aerial view. It's very zoomed out. It's close. Then this is what it looked like in the 1900s after World War I. So we no longer use trenches due to those 4 things.